If I call
All right, YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy, and we back cracking with another one, man. Hey, but before we get into it, all right, I want to say top of the morning, man. But I want to warn y'all, man. Be aware and be prepared when you go around certain people, and the moment you come in contact with them, they want to make a joke about what you got on or something that you did the other day. Those are signs of jealousy. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times people will crack. Just imagine you didn't say nothing to that person. You didn't provoke that person. You didn't do nothing to that person. And the moment they come in contact with you and they immediately start jabbing, throwing jokes, clowning, that's jealousy, bro. See, a jealous person would never admit that they're jealous. You see what I'm saying? We got to start looking at the signs, man. A lot of times, you think bad things happen to you for no reason. That ain't what's going on, man. These are signs, bro. Like prime examples, catch this though, right? It's a lot of people that's in the streets that's different. You know what I'm saying? That want to do something different, but they can't do something different because they always around everybody who want to do the same thing, and they make you feel so powerful and wanted and cherished that you stay on that level because that's where you get all your attention from, your notoriety from. And a lot of people, man, they different, but they just don't want to be different because they're around people who don't want to change at all, man. You gotta remove yourself from people that's gonna shorten your growth, bro. It's a lot of y'all out there know exactly what you want to do. You know you want to start that t-shirt line. But you know what I'm saying? Every day you getting a phone call talking about, man, we tripping today, man. We tripping. You gotta micromanage your time, man. Cause I'll tell you this, we all go die on our own. Ain't nobody dying together. You see what I'm saying? Unless you in a car and a drive-by happen, man. Um, it's another thing, man. See, people got to realize this, bro. Like, let's talk about friends, homies, partners. Most of the time, man, you got dudes to be like, man, I'm riding with my dog right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong. If he crash out, I'm crashing out. He go to jail, I'm going to jail. But they be like, hey, where your dog stay at? I don't know where that nigga stay at. All right, what's his last? I don't know that nigga last. But you know that you would crash out and go to jail for a nigga. You don't even know his last name. You don't even know where he stay at. You know, let me tell you something. In the streets, you don't got no friends in the streets. You know where a friend know where you stay at. If you roll around town willing to crash out for somebody, die for somebody, do jail time for them, then why the hell you don't know where they stay at? Why you ain't been to their children's birthday parties? You see what I'm saying? it's a delusion. Everybody is not close in the streets, bro. I don't care if y'all niggas from the same community or not, bro. Every nigga from the same community is not just homies like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all claim the same community, but you don't know what his first name, last name is. You don't know his mama. You don't even know his kids. You don't even know where he stay at. But y'all from the same community, and you were expected to die with with one of your comrades. How is we're that ain't no friendship, bro. See, a homie go speak life into you. A homie, a real homie, he gonna talk you out of some shit. He not gonna let you do no crazy shit because a homie is somebody that you have a good acquaintance with, somebody that you have a bond, a memory, share moments with that you attach to that person. A homie is gonna tell you, nah, bro. Hey, you go fuck up, bro. You go crash out. That ain't it. Come on, I got something going for us. Come on, let's get it. You feel me? And then you got associates. A lot of times you don't know what you are to people in the street. Some of y'all just associated, bro. Y'all associated by the same community. You know what I'm saying? So learn the difference, man, because a lot of times, you know, when people crash out and like, dang, that's your homie. You feel me? They be like, that nigga know right from wrong. That nigga know what come with this. Nobody never explained what really comes with this. Let's be honest. It's just these imaginary rules on this this wall right here that only you can see. That you know what I'm saying? It's some gray areas, man. So what I'm saying is be prepared, man. Be aware and know, bro, everybody in the street's gonna have their time where either your number is up, you got to do something else, or you're gonna be too old to be hanging out there. Because if you look at the age graphic, it's more young out there than the old niggas. You see what I'm saying? So make sure, man, you know when it's time to get your money on, because at some point in time in life, money should mean everything to you. Your money, your time should cost money, and that's what's important. I want to make sure, on this Get Money Wednesday, that we understand that time should be worth some money. Your time, your presence, it should be making you some money, man. You shouldn't be having too much time doing nothing but cooling and chilling. What are you celebrating for? You know what I'm saying? Did you succeed? Did you win something? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be able to put some money away for your family? If not, man, chase this money, man, and get the money first. Then you get the banging, because it costs the gang bang. Because let me tell you something: if you out here gang banging and you running in these streets and you don't got no pistol in your hand, and somewhere that you put it like this, you gang banging, you don't own a pistol. What you doing? You know what come with these streets, right? So why would you be walking these streets without a pistol? It's better to have. Because think about it. Just imagine the car pull up. What you just gonna do? Run? You can't even return fire. Come on, man. Let's get to this money on, man. Let me tell you something. It's gonna be a time where y'all be like, man, that nigga, man, he made it to the top, man, and went for the money. You see what I'm saying? When you put in the groundwork, man, when you get to my age, man, should nobody say nothing to you. Nothing to you, because you should have already done what everybody else have already done to have respect and have a name in these streets. If you already done what everybody done, I'm talking about from the shootouts in broad daylight, the you know what I'm saying, the curb serving, the flocking, you know what I'm saying, the hustling, you know what I'm saying, the dope dealing, all that, you know what I'm saying? Um, you should already be established. You should have been known for, yeah, he did that. You feel me? It's nothing else he can do. You reach a certain age, bro. You damn near and did everything. You see what I'm saying? Some people just like to repeat the same thing. So make sure you chase this money. Make sure you got a lawyer always on retainer, man. That's the best thing I could tell you, because when you go to jail and you playing with the public defenders and then prosecutors, they eating lunch together. Hey, you give me him for him, and I let this one go. I want to give him 25 years. The other case, I dropped. They working out. They working deals out. All right, man. Top of the AM, top of the AM. I just want to warn you: be careful of the people who make jokes on you and unprovoked. You ain't did nothing to them. The moment you come in contact and they joke on you, that's your hater. I'm telling you the signs. The person that be like, oh, nigga, look at that weird ass hat that nigga got on. Damn, big 10 head can, man. Damn, nigga, your nose look very big today, boy. You know what I'm saying? Damn, nigga got them walk with me Jesus slippers on and shit. That type of shit is haterism. These are signs. I'm warning you. Anyway, let's get to the content. We got OG Eddie Boy Warns, the big rolling 60s. that the feds is closing in. Leave now. You can't blame nobody. So what's been going on, y'all, is that Eddie Boy has been going to court dates, under the Rolling Six, the drawdown, Operation Drawdown Rico. He have found out and became aware though that he's very aware that it's a lot of Rolling 60s that are actually talking and telling on Big U. Now, some of them people, they say, man, I'm gonna hang in here to the last minute so I don't look like the person who probably told, right? So he's warning them, he's giving them warnings, he's telling them, man, hey, look, man, you should have been parachuted away from over here, bro. Get up out of there. Because once that court dates is coming. It's right around the corner. I think August 1st? We talking about a countdown, right? So it's gonna get bad. So a lot of people who been talking behind them walls, not behind them walls, but with them people, them alphabet boys, that information is finna drop. The discovery is finna fold, and it's finna tell who's telling, who's doing what, who's a federal state witness, who's cooperating. It's finna get bad, man. This rabbit hole is finna be real. So y'all pay attention, man. We gonna run some Eddie Boy content. Keep doing your thing, Eddie Boy. Some people might not like what you do, but hey, sometimes it ain't what everybody else like. You gotta do what you gotta do to do you. All right, let's get to the content, man. 5, 4, trade, deuce, 1, blast off.
Assalamu alaikum, people. Today's gonna be a good day. It's not hot. I don't have to put no hoodie on. Even when I came outside, even though I live by the beach area, I ain't got to put a hoodie on. My hand is better. See that? It's better. But you know what amazed me about certain individuals especially when you move away from the negativity, they still have something to say when you move away from the negativity. That means that a lot of them brothers, they're not secure in their own stance. They're not secure in their own abilities. Uh, they're trying to put themselves on a pedestal to the point where they think they're better than everybody else, but they're not. To me, a lot of them brothers be cowards, man, because a lot of them be followers. I got a call this morning from the penitentiary, and see what a lot of them brothers don't understand, bro. Even though I'm Muslim, a lot of them brothers over there from that section, bro, they'll tap in and they ask questions. They be perplexed about certain things. Um, they want to know why certain things happen in the history, things of that nature. So one of the brothers told me, he was like, "Hey, bro, they saying you trying to separate the hood." I said, "Huh?" And it blew me back a little bit because I'm like, "Hey, bro, I ain't been over there in 34 years, bro. You know that?" He said, "Yeah, I know that." I said, "So how I'm trying to separate the hood?" He said, "Man, I don't know, man." He said, "Man, that's what he asked." He said, "Man, how can a man separate your hood and he's not over there?" I say, "Bro, let me explain something to you, bro. That hood been separated, and the only persons and the people that are saying that are the ones that help separate that hood, bro. The ones that killed some of them brothers over there from that section, some of the homies that have been unjustly killed over there, some certain dudes that basically brother that been backdoor on a high level and still rock with certain individuals that help backdoor that some of the brothers. Them are the ones that's talking that jargon, bro. So when I explained to him, bro, I was like, "Look, bro, it's impossible for me per se to separate anything, and I don't have my hand in that, you know." And I told him, I was like, "Bro, it's just like they be so worried about what a brother is speaking on and worried about what a brother is saying because that be their own self-accused self. That be their own conscience bothering them. Don't be me. That be their own conscience bothering them. They be worried about what somebody else think about them. If them brothers is trying to get that neighborhood together, man, I applaud them brothers, man. They have to be law. But you can't blame another individual because things ain't working out the way you're supposed to work out. And they think they just can get that neighborhood together just by talking and having meetings. It's not gonna happen, bro. You don't have no economic structure to show the brothers over there that's out there in the field, like we was out there in the field. If you don't have no something that you can guarantee them, something economic or a job or something that can sway them, their opinion to stop.
Like what he said, we're gonna stop right there, right? Let me say this, man. Um, there's no guarantees in the streets. There's no guarantees, right? Because only thing that's guaranteed in the streets, court dates and caskets. Only thing that we're only promised once we're born here on this earth, we're promised that we're going to die. And how you spend your time on this earth, that's that's your prerogative, right? But catch this game. Don't blame nobody when your time come up short by the choices that you make, bro. You see what I'm saying? What they always go do is they're gonna always make sure you gotta look at the game now. The game is so different, bro. The game is so different. You got somebody that can tell you, hey, go knock them dudes down over there. You see what I'm saying? With no guarantees. If you get caught, you go to prison, don't come back asking for no handouts, no money, don't ask us to take care of your family. If you go over and the thing is this, somebody who you don't even know where they stay at. You don't even know where he live. You don't know his wife's name, his kid's name. You ain't never even laid eyes on this man's kids. You don't even know his family. Only thing you know is he from your same community, and he can tell you to go across them train tracks and go unalive somebody, and it better be taped off when you drive down there. And you are to do it. And if you don't do it, there's consequences. There's thousands of young men right now got to take those orders. You see what I'm saying? And not even coherently understand or comprehend that, wait, why I gotta this nigga told me to go? Because he my big homie. You see what I'm saying? And his story, his reputation, nobody was there to contest that. You have to go take somebody's life for his approval, his validation. And if you don't do it, you're deemed a buster, a mark, because you might say, bro, that don't make no sense to me. How about we go, nah, nigga, I didn't did it before. I don't know that. So you get what I'm saying? It's a lot of young kids out here that's misguided, man. And my thing is this, right? It's probably when somebody on the internet is like, oh, this nigga Eddie Boy ain't no real nigga. He's speaking because he's speaking with common sense. People would deem him as either a police officer, a buster. You don't know that nigga could have been doing kung fu, kicking niggas' ass his whole cripping career. You feel me? Because he's not with the rah-rah, people might misjudge him and mistaking him to be somebody of weak. And I don't see weakness in him. I see a man who changed his life. I don't know his full story. I don't. But I see through Lemotin, it doesn't take a rocket science to say at one point in time in that man's life, oh, he was down with it. He was 2 feet in. He was all in. You see what I'm saying? See, in the streets, it don't matter how much work you put in these streets. It don't matter how many times you didn't did that shit. You took that field trip. You didn't caught that boy at that taco stand, man. You feel me? You didn't make that car crash. It don't matter. You did that 30 years ago. People are going to look at you at today's day, 2025. Are you doing it now? If you ain't doing it now, they go all the way. So what? I don't care about that shit. Nigga, you ain't doing it now, though. And see, that's the devil. See, the devil always want to keep. See, the devil gonna keep you going. You see what I'm saying? There's no breaks with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. It's so many underhand rules in this, man. That's why I say listen to people's conversation, man. This man got some wisdom. I think that y'all go look up his story. I don't know his full story, but I know he have a brother from Rolling 60s. And some things go left, man, and it's crazy because it take a man to speak on the shit that's wrong, because everybody else is going to agree to the same shit. So I'm very intrigued by his story. Let's go.
Doing the things they doing, and you guys come together at one, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, bro, because it's their time. That generation that's out there right now, It's their time, bro. And it's good to see brothers are basically trying to help them individuals and guide them into a different direction. But hey, bro, you have to have a game plan, bro. If you don't have no game plan, it's not gonna work. And if it's not working, you can't blame nobody else, bro, because your game ain't tight enough. So it's like, man, it's funny to me, bro, because me, I respect certain individuals over there, bro, and I don't respect certain individuals over there, and I'm gonna keep it above, bro. Do I wish ill on them brothers over there? Nah, man, I don't wish ill on nobody. You know, it's like, bro, if you out there doing your thing, do your thing, bro. I'm in my own particular lane. Y'all represent what y'all represent. I stand on what I stand on, bro. Uh, I don't go to your meetings. I don't go to your functions. I don't go to your funerals. I don't do none of that. Now, don't be surprised that I pop up to a funeral if it's one of the boys, one of my day ones that something happened there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pop up. Inshallah, I'm gonna pop up. At this particular point in time, none of that has happened yet. Alhamdulillah. But pay attention, brothers. If you brothers trying to get y'all neighborhood together, any neighborhood, I don't care where you from. Understand, man, you got to have some economic backing behind that. If you don't have no economic backing behind what you're trying to establish, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. And understand this, man, for the brothers over there in that section in the '60s, you brothers are still up on investigation, bro. There's so many dudes up on investigation. You guys don't know who is who and what is what, bro. So if you don't have your hand in anything, continue to move the way you're supposed to move, bro. But if you have your hand in something, but don't trust too much, don't trust too much, bro. You know, understand this, man. Ain't nobody going to jail for nobody no more, bro. And it's evident. It's like the signs are there. And I don't know if you guys are paying attention to the signs. They are right there, bro. So, hey, bro, I'm trying to separate your neighborhood. Nah, I'm not trying to do that, bro. But I'm gonna speak on what I speak on. I'm gonna beat my drum about my little bro until he's free, and I'm gonna beat that drum, man, behind certain brothers, man, that got demised over there, brother, um, in an unjust way. You know, if it's an open case, y'all know me, bro. I ain't gonna say shit. But other than that, if it's adjudicated, I'm gonna beat it down, man. I'm gonna beat it down. I'm gonna beat it down, brother. I'm gonna beat it down, Aki. Just like little no good, bro. I'm gonna beat that down. There's nowhere in the world, bro, that should have happened to that brother, man. And y'all know that. But on that note, man, y'all continue to do what y'all do, bro. Hey, it's more to come. Inshallah, it's more to come, man. I know a lot of stuff, bro, and I'm not talking about no old murders or anything like that. I just know a lot of stuff that's happening, and I just can't say nothing right now, man, because I don't put jackets on dudes, bro.
Uh, he know. Look, bro. Let me tell y'all something, man. You know what? I came to believe that when you on the outside looking in and you still associated with this, man, so much people be like, they'll come to you because you're not in it. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the field. But see, this the thing. When somebody say they know a lot of stuff, then that means he know a lot of people business because when you in it, everybody talking. Everybody running their mouth. How you think people know who got stripes or not? Because niggas say, oh yeah, that nigga, yeah, I done seen that nigga do it before. You know what I'm saying? People are verifying and stamping shit. That's how you get your shit. People gotta actually see you do your dirt. You see what I'm saying? For recognition. And we know in this gang culture, right, in these communities, right? Only way you respect it is through violence. That's it. You're not respected for having a job, coming over there and making funny jokes. That's not the respected person. The joking ninja, no, bro. You respect it off of violence in the streets. You have to be willing to commit violence, serious violence, if you want a name. Now, you know, everybody go get out there just like everybody ain't a good fighter, everybody ain't a good shooter, everybody ain't a good robber or a jacker. It comes with it. But Eddie Boy knows something, man. And then he got, I mean, he run with people that the world might not like. But same time, them dudes be having information that be right, bro. You see what I'm saying? So let's get to the next piece of the content. Where we at? Hold on, let me get up out of this one. Hold up, swole up. Right. Let's go to this one right here. All right. And we back. What up, though, man? Hey, appreciate everybody for coming to the channel in advance. This is a recorded video. This is not live. But if you're watching this right now, salute to you, man. Appreciate the support. But check out Eddie Boy, man. He been dropping some game, man. And he come from the Rollin 60s. He an OG now. He older. You know what I'm saying? The game that did him wrong. And, you know, the game did him wrong, bro. And this is how it is. It ain't no love in this shit. If it do you wrong, you supposed to just move on and you don't say shit. Eddie Boy is not that type of person to me. He look like, yeah, y'all niggas playing me dirty, nigga. All right, any nigga that moved the wrong way, nigga, I'm on your bumper. Nigga, I'm on your bumper. You know what I'm saying? And he doing it in a respectful manner. So you can't be mad at that. So let's get to this content though. Let it go.
Big U ain't never basically been to the point where he was just scary like that, you know. And there's certain things I want to clarify, man. It's like I heard yesterday where a brother saying that Big U knocked out little cousin Kerry eye socket out. That's a lie, bro. Did he get on him? Yeah, he got on him, and he dope fiending when he got on him, bro. So we're gonna clear that out. He didn't hit nobody eye socket out, bro. Eye socket out. That was a lie. Okay. You know, you have a lot of dudes that speak on things they don't have no knowledge about. Just because somebody tell them a story doesn't mean the story is true, bro. Okay. Um, Let me tell you about the Muslims, man. Hey, bro, the Muslims in the level 4 wasn't tolerating nothing. Gumby know this. Gumby know Adisa Al Cubalan used to be Sneak from Long Beach. Gumby know the demonstration that the brothers, how serious the brothers was on that level 4 Calipatria yard, bro. And we was structured up to the point, man, where you wasn't straddling no fence, bro. Okay? Now, in the level 3s, I don't know too much about that. When I got down to level 3, I didn't really participate with the Muslim like that because I was like a year and a half going home, and I was just doing my thing. I'll go to service and mind my business because I was on my way home. And I didn't get into politics then because our job in the level 4s was to train the brothers to the point when we do go down to the lower level, and our whole main objective and goal was to get free. Okay. Now, when you say PC in the gang culture, that's saying you're a buster, right? That's saying you're a punk. Okay. Now, if I was the brother Gumby, I would have worded it different. I would have said the brother didn't know what he wanted to be. He had one foot in over here, being from the roller 60s, and he was trying to be an NOI, bro. And you got to understand, brother, he was an NOI before he even went to the penitentiary, bro. Straight up. The brother Muhammad Abada Carson, man, gave that brother his name. That brother used to go to their services and things of that nature. But let me tell you about the NOI, bro. And any brother that's from the NOI, they can correct me if I'm wrong. But if you don't check in with the NOI, bro, they don't acknowledge you as being one of them, bro. And the brother Hannibal Big U hasn't checked in, brother, over 16 years. So I don't know if he converted over to the Sunnah Akawa Jamaat or I know he ain't converted to the Ibn Ashari because I'm Ibn Ashari, I'm Shia. So we Orthodox Muslims. So we don't play the 1 foot in and 1 foot out, bro. Even on the streets, brother, it's impossible because you can get dealt with like that. And on a serious note, you can't. So we don't do that. Okay. Now, you have a lot of brothers inside the penitentiary, rifle so they come to Juma, um, the Crips, the Damus, the others, and stuff like that, bro. And they be trying to find their way, man, just like I did. But when you do take your shahada, you have to come in full, wholeheartedly, because if you don't, you can put the ummah in jeopardy, and you can also put the keyways and damu in jeopardy, whatever fraction you come from. So I know in the level fours, bro, you couldn't do that. Period. You couldn't straddle the fence. Now he said he was in high desert, right? So if the brother was in high desert, I'm taking it he was on a level four. Okay. And he was on the level four, and whoever was up there, that was on them, bro. Um, we didn't really function with the NOI inside the penitentiary, man, because they was on some other stuff. The NOI in the Moorside Temple, and the 5%er, they was on some other stuff, bro. And to be honest with you, brother, the Umar got into it in Calipatra with them brothers, man. We had to mollywop them dudes up off the yard, you know. But rightful so, later on down the line, a lot of them brothers embraced al-Islam, meaning the Orthodox, the original Itnar Shari, the Shia way. So we really didn't too much function with them brothers like that because they had their own concept, they had their own way of thinking. They thought it was cool to do certain things that was diametrically opposed to Islam, and we wasn't going for that. All right. However, when you talk about the Muslims and you talk about the Kiwis and Damus inside the penitentiary, brother, you got to understand, brother, we come from that. We come from that demonstration, bro. So a lot of dudes know, brother, that we wasn't no busters, no cowards, no punks, or anything like that. So when you use the quotation of a PC, you saying a brother is a buster, a coward, and all that old type of stuff. And you got to understand, man, that he wasn't. Now, let me give you a scenario. I'm Muslim. I didn't go back over there to the section. Okay. Vic, you Muslim, but he straddled on the fence. He never dropped his flag, bro. He always was claiming 60s up in there. Okay. So let me ask you a question. If a brother stopped banging, as some of you brothers gonna say he dropped his flag, you telling me a brother can't better himself? You telling me if even if a brother is not a Muslim, if he stopped, if he quit, are you telling me he can't ride off in the sunset and say, man, I'm done with that. I ain't with that no more, man. I'm not dealing with that no more. Are you telling me that? You telling me that a brother he got the bang brother to the day he died? If that's what it is, if that's what you guys are saying, let me get some clarity on that. Okay.
All right, so yeah, see that goes back to what it really is, right? We know what comes with gang culture, right? Violence come with gang culture, right? You only respected in gang culture by how much violence you commit, right? Which is not considered something positive. So if you're not committing violence, what he's saying is, if I don't want to hurt nobody no more, y'all don't love me no more. I'm not respected if I'm not hurting anybody anymore. If I want to do something positive with my life, I'm deemed as no good or a dropout. So I see what he's saying, but in hindsight, yes. Now, if you're a member, right, you could go get a job, you could live your life and all that. But if the community call on you on a serious level, are you willing to come back and ride for your? Yes, absolutely. You know, if something ever go bad, right, and it makes sense to what I'm on now, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, I don't have to play I could play a part. You see what I'm saying? You never know. If they say, hey man, we gotta go to war. We need some of them things. Okay. What the war about? It gotta make sense. Oh man, they didn't took all four of our people and they hurt our community. I believe in you know, returning the favor. Yes, I do. If you come trying to harm me, I'm going to harm you no matter what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, that's a scenario. But, you know, my thing is this, man. I think any man that want to change his life for the better, he should be, you know, acknowledged for, you know, his services, you know, in the army. You know, after you put in so much time, you know, you become a alumni. You know, you're not forced to go do no crazy stuff. You didn't did it already. But in gang culture, sometimes they look at you as a dropout because you're not a dropout. Because this, think about it, bro. It's niggas that go to hang on in these communities. They haven't picked up a gun and shot anybody in years. They probably haven't hurt nobody in years. But what they are doing is they're telling this young generation. You got to realize this generation of young dudes that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no 40 and 50-year-olds out there committing crimes on these corners. If you do, you're committing crimes against people younger than you. So if you're a 40-some-year-old man and you hit a corner and you go shoot somebody in that community and he's only 19, how that look? You 50 years old and you shot somebody over there and he's only 16. A 50-year-old shooting a 16-year-old little boy, it just don't look right, right? So yeah, man. You know, that question, man, that's good. You know, I'm a slide back from it because you know this generation, how they speaking, they're calling you a dropout. They calling you no good because you're not doing what they're doing, and that's crazy because when they get up in age, it's gonna be the same thing. Let's go.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. When you embrace Islam, we're more dangerous than we was when we was members, bro. And that's a fact. Because we maintain our discipline, bro. We train. We don't fight in the name of just because you got on this color and that color and all that old stupid shit. We're not gonna press up on you, brother, because you know we don't agree with whatever you got going on. Nah, brother, we ain't gonna do that, brother. We're gonna get on you when you do something wrong to one of us or somebody in the community or whatever it may be. That's when we're gonna step up and that's when we're gonna do what we need to do. So, man, you guys got to be careful, man, how y'all be getting on this internet or how y'all be re-rocking these things about, you know, the PC and all that. Y'all be looking for clickbait and all that type of stuff, bro. Come on, man. Y'all seen that brother, man. I rock with that brother, bro. You know, I used to rock with that brother on the streets. Him and the rest of my crew, the brothers that grew up with me in my generation, bro. There no PC demonstration in none of them brothers, man. Period. So, nah, bro. That brother was straddling the fence, man. Something he shouldn't have did. I agree with that. When you gotta understand, brother, if you understand them NOI brothers, they really ain't playing. They ain't playing no games, bro. They ain't playing no games, not so whatsoever, because they're not strong enough, brother. We'll do that, and we're not scared of that.
We're gonna leave it right there. Shout out to Eddie Boy for his opinions and on the content, man. That's my time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, sub up if you rocking with the low. Let's go.